Still got money.
Yay.
Dues are rolling in. We've got only 3 people that got dues notices this month that haven't paid, and one of them I'm pretty sure is going to drop. It's a final notice, it's fourth notice, so he's probably not going to pay. But anyway, doing real well on money, and so far doing real well on field day expenses. So keep everything going. So everything was sent out. Statement of conditions. Anybody has any comments on that? I'm done.
Okay, the OCAPA net report.
Cabinet meets Thursday evening, 7:30 on 146.82. We had 6 check-ins this past week. Apparently with the arrival of summer, more folks are doing more outside activities, but also probably within the next month, we're gonna try to do the whole net on UHF through the 443.275 and see how that works out.
Okay, tech committee report.
I just stayed standing, but I'm also tech committee. I had a conversation with Dave yesterday. Said, what should I say? You're not going to be there. So this is basically what he said is, first of all, let me talk about the 21 site. A couple things. The owner of the site is supposed to be down. He's saying July, but he's also an entrepreneur type business guy, so Dave says we're not counting on anything till we see the whites of his eyes. He wants there's a very large UPS system there in the building that he wants. Part of the reason he's coming down is to uninstall that and take it out of the building. And it's not something we use or would use anyway, so that's part of the reason for coming down. Also, Dave sent me a list of things that as treasurer he wants me to purchase for the install of the 21 repeater. I won't go through the list here, but I'm going to get on that this week and get that stuff ordered so we can move ahead with that. And apparently the owner of the tower says that he will climb the tower and install our antenna for us. I guess it's his tower, he can climb it if he wants. Insurance and all that doesn't matter, but it's his. So wait and see how that works out, and if we're going to also, I just honestly don't see how one person can do this. You know, on top of that tower, this antenna is what, 20 feet long, Thomas? I mean, just to balance that thing and get it strapped on. I mean, I just don't see how one person can safely do it. So maybe we end up the owner and the tower climber we've been talking to. I don't know. Dave's talking to both of them. So, so that's what announces the owners. Yeah.
As far as the owner coming down and doing the antenna, is he saying he's coming alone? He could bring somebody down to help him.
You know, I'm getting all this secondhand from Dave. Dave has all.
I'm just making a comment.
And
he knows what he's going to do. He knows what his capabilities are.
And so anyway, I don't know if that means. I mean, we don't have all the stuff. We probably won't by. If he comes the second week in July, we won't have a mount built or anything by then. So I don't know. It's all still kind of out there, but we are moving forward. I guess that's the big message. Here's what Dave said. He offered to climb the tower to help us out, but I'm not sure he fully considered the difficulty with attempting the hand line down the side of the tower. We'll discuss that with him next week. Dave's week. So anyway, that's kind of where we're at. The 8.2 seems to be doing well. Yes?
No, finish.
Okay. The 8.2 seems to be doing well. Don't know, Dave did not comment. He was going to talk to, there was a problem that the electrical wiring is not right to the plug that we are plugged into. And so he was going to talk to the guy at Black's about getting that, but he didn't mention that, so I don't know where that is. But right now the repeater's working fine. So, and I guess I'm the tech committee if you need anything. They're down in Texas at a Hamfest.
The owner of the tower came down unexpectedly and unannounced a few weeks ago, like 3 weeks ago, and made some comments to Dave and Dwayne about the condition of the facilities. 3 days later, I was out there mowing it. So I've knocked down all the weeds and everything else. But the point I'm trying to make is, he comes down occasionally just to check things out. And Dave and Dwayne were gonna go out there, and I think you were gonna go out there too, and clean out some of the weeds inside the cage around the tower, because I can't get my tractor in there. Okay, but I spent about 5 hours out there mowing and weed eating to what I could. Went through 3 batteries on my weed eater and a full tractor full of diesel trying to knock all the stuff down. I don't mind doing it. I'm not saying it for that, but the point I'm trying to make is, he comes down and looks. So if we're gonna continue to use this tower that we've been working on for 3 years, then we probably need a few more hands out there when we need to get something done.
Did anybody put an email out to that effect? Or did you just-
All I got was phone calls. I didn't see any emails, so
Well, did you just do it yourself and didn't send anything out, or whoever?
I was
Saying, hey,
told he wanted it quick, and I was out there within a couple of days.
Okay.
So the answer is no, I did not ask for help. No, I don't anticipate needing help. This is a heads up that we as a group need to try to keep this place up better than we have been.
Well, I went out, gosh, it's been 6 weeks ago now, painted the back door. It was starting to rust through, and so I went out and painted it. Also, well, Bill came out and I took my push mower and went in there and put it as low as I could go, and I mowed everything down inside that fence. But I'm going out today with Roundup, and I'm gonna make sure that it doesn't grow back up if I can. And anybody that wants to come, I'm kind of like, I don't need help. I can spray Roundup all by myself. But if anybody wants to come and just see the facility or come out and spray some Roundup, that's fine. Headed out there as soon as this meeting's over. We're also moving some of the stuff from the storage facility out by Tom's house. We're being basically evicted out of, so we're moving some of it to store out there. We've got plenty of space out there.
That's next week, right?
Hmm?
That's next week?
That's today, hour from now. But I'm going out there. And if you want to come out and take a look, I don't need help. Okay, I can do everything that needs to be done today.
And Artie, next week is field day, so you're gonna go to both the repeater site and do field day same time?
I'm going today.
No, I'm just making, he was saying something about
I've
next
been
week.
I've been 2 weeks, yeah, so, but that's between Tom and me.
Is it field day next week?
Yes.
Yes.
Terry?
In deference to Sam and Jeff, silence may be golden, but it is not productive. There are a lot of people in the club that would be voluntary, they would help
Yeah.
if they knew.
Yeah,
Now,
that's what I'm saying.
I'd be happy to help. Now, I may not be able to help on a specific day because of some other
Right.
commitment, but if I don't get the word, I can't read minds,
Yeah.
and I won't be there.
Well, and honestly, I mean, I don't need help. Steve doesn't need help.
Now, I don't have a tractor, but I can sure pick up trash and paint, whatever needs to be done. But I know Big Steve has asked, hey, let me know. But if we don't know, we can't help.
Well, I'll just be honest with you. Part of it is just making a commitment and saying we're going on Saturday. I mean, I think it was after the last meeting, we were gonna go out there and do some stuff, and then at the meeting, Dave decided it was too windy or too hot or too something, so he canceled that. And, but yeah, you just gotta put a stake in the ground and send out an email.
And this
Or
is
have
a general
Tom send out an
question.
email
Is
saying,
electricity available? In other words, if I brought a weed eater, but it's electric weed eater, would I be able to plug it in at least for where the tower is and around the building, or
Yes.
does everything have to be battery operated?
Yeah, because Steve, you're saying 5 hours
Yeah.
for you. Well, if you split that up between several people, you may not be out there 5 hours. You could
Yeah.
stay on your tractor. Other people could be there with push mowers. Other people could be doing weed eating.
Right.
And we're done. But if we don't know,
Well, and that's where I dropped the ball.
Okay.
What I got was a phone call that said it needed to be done very quickly. So I did it. And that's on me. I don't mind asking for help. You guys know I'm not shy. Okay? And all help is appreciated. I mean, really it is. And Terry, you have a good point. Jeff, you have a good point. Both of you guys are more than happy to help come out and do things and stuff like that. This time it just didn't work out that way. And like I say, that's on me. Yes, Terry, there is electricity at the building. We're paying $70 a month for the privilege of having electricity at that building. So with a couple 100 foot of extension cord and your weed eater, you're good to go.
I took mine out there, Terry, my gas weed eater out there.
I can't hear you.
I took my gas weed eater out there to do the inside the fence area, and it just would, some of this Johnson grass was like this pole right here. I ended up taking my mower, I have a beat up old mower and just.
I've got an ultra heavy duty weed eater that takes 3 people to hold, and it will cut down anything.
How's it?
If it's Johnson grass that your gas weed eater won't handle, it's time to switch to the bush blade. And every weed eater I know of comes with one.
My mower took care of it. But anyway.
So Roundup works great.
Well, the idea is we're not gonna let it get up like that. I mean, we're talking Johnson grass that was here to here, and, you know, some of it was half an inch.
We needed a goat.
At the base, we
Okay.
got it all knocked out.
Johnson grass needs to go away permanently.
Yes.
You can't.
And
kill
it's
Johnson
very
grass.
hard to
Yeah.
make it go away.
Absolutely, that's any farmer.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, you know, it took me maybe an hour to paint that door, and it took me, well, Bill, that day we were out there, what, it took a couple hours
Yeah,
to mow that whole thing and get it all knocked down.
yeah, a couple hours, yeah.
I'll be out there maybe an hour today. Not a big deal, but I appreciate it.
And I will try to coordinate better when I go out. So I can do that.
Yes, sir.
Let me say this, I think that we need to back up to you and you do your mowing with taking pictures and send it to him pretty quick after you do that.
That's a good
Because
point. Not
we
give
need
it-
a PR to let him know that we've done it. I don't know if he keeps coming up here and looking at it every week or what, but we need to back up what we're doing and showing that we're taking
That we have
care of it.
good faith in trying to
We
keep
need
it
to
up,
do that
upkeep.
instead of staying.
Somebody made the point, we don't wanna put all this work in, and then he decides, you're not doing what I wanted you to do, you don't have it anymore.
Well,
We don't want that to happen.
We need to show what we've done.
That's a good idea. That's a good
You know,
idea.
to him. Get
I
him-
didn't know he was down here a few weeks ago. All I didn't get-
Oh yeah, well, I don't know why he was down here. I just got a call from Dave and Dwayne, actually from Dave. I talked to Dwayne after that on a different issue. But it was, he made comments about the place was unkempt, it looked abandoned. We needed to get out there and clean it up.
Had anything been done this year so far?
The
Yes.
first one I did,
We knocked
and
out
then the
all
door
stuff
painting.
Inside the fence,
That-
painted the back door. I mean, we.
Yeah.
Well, I meant mowing, mowing is the very good deal for saying it's unkempt.
This was my second time mowing this year.
Okay, when'd you do the first one? Just curious.
It was back in like February or March.
Once a month might not be a bad idea.
Well, the next time I mow it, I'm not gonna be using my big tractor, I'll be using my lawn tractor. Cause I think 25 horse lawn tractor will let me get closer to the fences
Right.
and chop it lower so that we don't have to do it
But
as
if it
often.
had been since February, there was no way your lawn tractor was gonna do that.
No, that's what I use.
So,
the
but
big
I'm
tractor.
saying if you do it once a month, you don't need the lawn tractor, so just schedule it once a month.
Should.
And a group of us,
Steve,
once a month.
maybe you wanna stop out there on your way home, but should we spray the gravel portion with Roundup too?
Yeah, I would.
Not just the back.
Yep.
Yeah.
I brought
the-
5
the-
gallons, so I can.
Yeah, the front driveway area had stuff coming through it. I ran over it with the tractor. You can see where I dragged the blade, or you will see where I dragged the unit on it a couple of times. But my lawn tractor will cut it shorter. But if we could spray that gravel, that would be good.
My gravel driveway grows grass better than my lawn. So I figured.
Because you don't want it there, yeah.
It's like a cat, it goes, no offense, Hal, it's like a cat, it goes exactly where you don't want it, so. Anyway, but, yeah, I mean, I think we need to do better to keep it cleaned up, and,
Well, we'll coordinate the next one and we'll try to pick a day in July when it's less than 100 degrees.
Good luck.
Afternoon.
Very early in the morning or very late in the evening.
Gets too dark too quick.
Miss Sandy, are we turning it back over to Sandy now?
Yeah.
Yes, okay, VE report.
We didn't have anybody today. I thought we had one, but it actually was a hacking attempt by a news organization out of Kyrgyzstan who was trying to do a SQL injection on our website that caused an application to be sent to me saying we had a candidate for testing. So,
Okay.